So,
How you doing?
I'm doing good. The new format. I just wanted to really get into a lot of news discussions today, especially that cum that Faye Valentine is holding in her hand. Actually,
Only you of all people would catch that.
why IGN catch that too in their thumbnail for the fucking trailer breakdown?
Only the down bad people of the internet would catch that.
I'm still confused by that too.
I'm just as confused as you are because I don't remember any of this watching the anime.
If this is anime, I'm into it.
I know Faye is a very sexualized character, but Netflix really trying to go to town.
I don't know. That image is just as bad as our fucking podcast. So confusing. Someone's
Also,
pointed a gun.
Hearing him say "fuck," I don't know. It sounded like it reminded me of like when Robin said "fuck Batman."
Oh, really? So, oh,
Untitled.
wow. Oh shit.
Because in the anime, they don't even like they don't curse that much. Like, I mean, it's an adult anime, but like they've never like done like this drop the F-bomb or anything like that.
That's fucking crazy though. No, this
so
looks really
random.
gratuitous. If that's what we think it is, which I think it is, this is really fucking weird.
Listen, I'm cringing mad hard, but just the only thing that could make this better is if they add Snoop in the Mandalorian armor.
Oh yeah, you've seen that? I didn't even see that.
That's the only thing that could make this better at this point.
That's
That was so
funny.
random. I thought you photoshopped that shit. I was like, this is some shit Akram probably like cooked up in the lab, just like leaked on Reddit, just
He
to
got-
throw people up.
Got the armor from Etsy or some shit.
Right.
Yeah, I was like
Yeah.
fucking confused by that.
Fucking GameStop Black Series armor or some shit.
That looks like one of the paint variants that Hasbro
Right.
does. Yeah, that's the shit that I'll collect.
It still has the Boba Fett dent in it.
What
From the
was-
mold.
What was up with that? So you seen that though? Was it
Snoop Dogg
fucking?
thing?
Yeah, was it a like
it was
a
an
video or
actual it was an actual song. It was called Subwoofer or some shit.
subwoofer? That's
It
what
was
we
the
need
most
for our
random
podcast.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it was like the most. It's like it's so funny because it looks like a parody video, but it has Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube.
Fucking,
It's like-
well, if he doesn't get copyrighted, I'll be amazed with
Right.
just the armor because we got copyrighted the last time.
I want to know who made this shit. Like Suge Knight must be desperate if
Suge
this the shit, if this the shit he putting out.
Seriously though, that's fucking crazy.
It's like, wouldn't it be funny if that was just like a leak for like the Disney Plus series?
At this rate, nothing
For-
surprises me.
Right? Yeah. At this rate.
With like, we gotta wait till the Disney Investors Day, but
Kathleen
I don't
Kennedy
know.
really like working overtime.
Look, please. All we need is La Familia, the Fast and Furious into this, and then we're good.
Oh my god. Like Pedro Pascal just like walks Paul Walker's daughter down the aisle.
What? That's the most random thing.
What, in fucking Vin Diesel walking her, was it? That wasn't the most random thing.
That probably was a part of the movie.
Right.
That's fucking crazy.
And then you
Pedro
hear that
Pascal.
song playing.
Right. El Calderón. Looney Tunes. I need like Daddy Yankee to one day come to my birthday party. Walk me down the
Please.
aisle.
Get John Favreau or Dave Filoni just walk you down.
And that'll be really cool, right?
That's how you know you made it.
For sure.
You get like sometimes they have to fill up the aisles to make sure that each side looks like full. You just hired the 501st.
The 504. That's so stupid. That's kind of cute, but in a way that's like stupid. Like extra large body armor, and
They
then you
got
have, like,
nothing better to
random
do. Listen, all they do is cons and Mandalorian. They got nothing better to do.
people. And I'm just thinking about the 504s. But how much would that cost too? I'm sure they need like you got to pay them or something.
I don't know, but it'd just be funny to think about it.
The 504s. I don't know. That's so
Think
stupid.
about it. You have all the stormtroopers as your guests, right?
Right.
And then if you need grooms in, you just put the death troopers. You put the death troopers as the groomsmen. They're wearing black, so they're
That's so
formal.
like that's so fucking nerdy. I wouldn't call it weeby, but like that's so fucking nerdy. It's so stupid.
That'd be an expensive ass way. That'd be more expensive than a regular way. If
You
you
gotta
can
go
think
like
about it.
you gotta go a fucking abandoned Kmart because it's so
Right.
expensive just to film that, and you have
Yeah.
everybody there. That's like at least $40,000. You think they're
Kmart
gonna
even
come cheap?
exists? Jesus Christ.
No, yeah, I know, right? It doesn't.
It's like Obi-Wan's like, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Shit, that Radio Shack fucking.
That's like Circuit City like history.
Our podcast
Right.
sponsored by Circuit City. That's how fucked we are. That's how screwed we are.
Radio Shack.
Better put a watermark for Circuit City like
Oh
we used
my
to do
God.
Anchor.
Fucking Borders Books. Golden Corral.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Oh my
What is up, everybody?
Welcome back.
Welcome to another episode of the Lunch Table Podcast with Dylan and Akram, where we talk about all your favorite games, movies, shows happening in pop culture and entertainment. Today we are taking a break from movie reviews to bring you another news coverage episode. A lot of stories happening, some good, some bad. Akram, you want to start us off?
Sure, actually. What is up, everybody? Lightyear trailer actually recently came out, starring Chris Evans. That is something that is very distant from the Toy Story movies because it looks like in a completely different setting, right?
I thought the same thing. Watching it, I felt like this was like done by like DreamWorks or some shit, like their own
Right.
interpretation of it. Because we didn't see Zurg or the little green men. I mean, obviously we're not gonna see like Woody or anything, but I don't know. It looks really interesting. The animation looks like really like in depth. I keep thinking of like the old. You remember like the old Buzz Lightyear movie, like the 2D version? It was like Lightyear Academy or some shit.
Yeah, I hear
Wasn't
a lot
there a
of people
TV show
talking
too?
about that. Yeah, there was. A lot of people were
Yeah.
talking about that, yeah.
Yeah, it looks interesting though.
Oh, for sure. I hope we get it. Like, well, I don't doubt we'll get some Easter egg of like Woody, maybe. Like if he's like there's a spaceship launching and he's like in Texas or something, like some cowboy just looking up. I watch.
Right.
It's gonna be there. It looks really cool. I mean, I like the redesign. I'm a big fan of like redesigns,
Mhm.
and like I always wanted to see like a live action Buzz Lightyear suit, right? And hit all marks for me. Like I loved it. It
Mhm.
looks so epic. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go against like some I don't know, conscious AI or something like that, or like self-aware AI, and probably
Mhm.
that's gonna be Zurg or something like that. And you'll see like those little alien thingies jumping around. But
Wouldn't
yeah,
it be
really
interesting if they made it like 2001, like a Space Odyssey or something like that? Because that's the vibe I'm getting from this. It feels very like Interstellar.
Yeah, and he has to be like a famous person probably in that universe
Mhm.
anyway, because he has figures like Toy Story, right?
Right.
I feel like this fucking relates to me. Just like I just collect him or something. I feel like definitely for sure. That's
Right.
I don't know.
Listen, you need, that's the one figure you need is the exclusive Buzz Lightyear toy, like like right on your wall.
I need it. Back then it was actually hard to cop, but yeah, but it's cool. It's coming out on July 17th, 2022.
What do you think that
So-
Chris Evans is voicing? Surprised
Buzz
they didn't get
Lightyear.
Tim Allen.
Yeah, no, so Buzz Lightyear, but Tim Allen, I guess they're two different characters, you know what I mean? Tim Allen is the toy that we all love, and then the real deal is the actual Buzz. So it's Chris Evans. I wonder so Toy Story 1, and there was like years that passed, right? Because that kid, what was his name, Andy or something like that?
Andy.
Yeah, he must have grown to, obviously he got older. So I wonder how many years passed where he was like in service as an astronaut or something like that. Like we'll probably get more information later on.
It'd be crazy if like this movie was like, it was like in the Toy Story universe, like that's an actual astronaut, and then they make the toy based off that character.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then that's,
absolutely.
That's the segue to the Toy Story. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing the writing for Disney, but
Probably. Yeah, unless you have something to tell us. But yeah. You're wearing Star Wars, so you probably have something to tell us. But
my
I
mic,
think
my mic in my video just cuts off because
Kevin's just
I
watching
said
you.
too much. Yeah. Always watching Wazowski. Always watching.
Yeah. I think that I'm excited for that. What else do you have for us?
Let's see. Brendan Fraser was cast as Firefly in the new Batgirl.
That is weird, right? I could see it, but like out of all people, Brendan Fraser. I mean, so he is, I think, Robot Man in Legion of, what was it called? Legion of Doom or something like that, or Doom Squad. What was it called again?
The Brotherhood of Evil or some shit.
No, no,
Or no,
no.
no, no.
Well,
That's I'm
he's
thinking of
Robot
Doom.
Man. Right, right.
Mm.
He's in that show from fucking HBO Max now. But yeah, that's cool. I mean, so my question is that if you guys were watching that, you're probably not watching us, but if you were, you'd see that sometimes I made mistakes about saying which universe does this Batgirl show take place in. I don't think it takes place in Robert Pattinson's universe because I thought that the Batman takes place like in the late 90s or something. That's what it was like at the time when people were talking about it. But now apparently I think it's taking place in modern day, right? Like 20,
Mm.
apparently like 2019 or something like that, people are saying. I'm not sure. But for Batgirl, where does it take place? So it
Mm.
probably will take place in Ben Affleck's universe, or I guess the main DCEU. But Firefly, that's an interesting villain to go against, because out of all people, I thought should go against some lesser known rogue. I mean, from the comics, she doesn't really have like a robust rogues gallery as Batman does, but Firefly, I don't know. And
Mm.
who knows how long she's been Batgirl. Um, if you guys watch our DC fandom reactions too, there was some concept art on screen there that you could see. And her suit looks surely advanced, so she probably has been at it for like years.
Mm.
So yeah, I don't know. We got to see more information. Brendan Fraser, I'm a big fan of Brendan Fraser. I love him, so really good guy as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think Firefly was an interesting choice. I mean, it's
Yeah,
definitely a B-lister villain. But at least see him in other stuff like the Arkham series and the old animated series.
right. Yeah.
So interesting choice. But yeah, I like Brendan Fraser also. Great to see like all these old actors like coming back into the woodwork.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right, now big news. We definitely have to talk about this. Uncharted that dropped out of nowhere. I literally was like in class, and then I just saw the trailer like on my recommendations. Like, yo, shit. What did you think of it?
Yeah, same. That was really random. It's a curse with video game movies, right? So, because
Always.
I thought like Need for Speed would be all that and shit like that back in
Well,
the
The Witcher
day.
was
But
good.
oh well, yeah, yeah. But again, it's a
It's an
series.
exception.
Like I think we need more series of like video game. Well, we
Mm,
have an Assassin's Creed series coming up, but like coming back to Uncharted, um, so Tom Holland worked really closely with Nolan North to get the essence of Nathan Drake down, right? Mark Wahlberg, me and Dylan are big Mark Wahlberg fans. We
how's your
love them.
mother doing?
Yeah, she's good. Look at my father. But yeah, no, like Mark Wahlberg as Victor Sullivan, I thought that was like pretty out there, but I could see it work. I mean, again, this is a younger Nathan Drake. We also have Tati Gabrielle, which she's in You. If you guys want to check that out, You season 3 is out now. She plays the character Braddock, so it's an original character. I mean, Antonio Banderas as well is here. I don't know who he's going to play. So this is like a fresh take on Uncharted, right? It's some elements of the lore there, but for the most part, a brand new story. Um,
Mm,
I look forward to seeing this. Tom Holland is very physical. He's a very physical actor, like akin to like Tom Cruise or something like that, right?
mhm.
Obviously Spider Man. So
Yeah, Tom's got I mean, he's still young. You know, he's coming. Off of big movie roles, so he's getting some clout under his belt. So it's interesting that I mean, I'm not like a huge player of the Uncharted series. I don't know if you are,
oh yeah,
but I've heard they're like very cinematic quality games. So I feel like this will be interesting to see a live action adaptation of it.
yeah, and we've seen that here with the cargo plane. Let's say Escapade or whatever. It's just
Hmm.
it's very bombastic. It's I guess it's like the Fast and Furious almost of video games. It's like but no, but like it's very rough and fucking huge, and I'm excited for it. I really am. I think Tom. I never really pictured him as Nathan Drake. I know a lot of people pictured Nathan Fillion, but obviously as the times go, he
Hmm.
got older. So Tom Holland's pretty cool though. I mean, they've been working on this project for a while, like years before even Tom Holland was going to be casted. I remember it was like
Hmm.
in the works for a really long time. So finally we get to see this product before us, and I'm hoping for the best, but I'm a little bit skeptic.
Yeah, I mean, if like you said, with video game adaptions, it's always like 50-50, right? It's either The Witcher or Mortal Kombat. There is no in between. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think Tom's gonna take good care of the role. Right. And Mark too. But we'll just have to see. I don't know. But speaking of Tom Holland, No Way Home just leaked Doc Ock images for that highway chase. Very interesting. We finally get to see the tentacles. I already knew they were going to be CGI just from the trailer. I kind of missed the old puppeteer tentacles. I don't know. There was just something cool about the way that Alfred Molina would like have to act with them. But it looks interesting. What do you think?
So yeah, these images also come from Empire. So we got some covers and we got some close-ups of the new. I'm not sure what it's dubbed, but it's like some advanced suit, right? We see that, and we also see some references as well to like electricity in the cover, right? Obviously,
Mm.
Electro
And
or right,
Sandman.
right,
Yeah.
exactly, or the Goblin Bomb, what have you. As the images, we have that classic wraparound of Spider-Man and that
Mm.
like just grabbing his head, right? And Spider-Man running away from Doc Ock. That's what I would do as well. So exciting. Empire is like really neat when they show stills from the movie that we're so excited for. Like I remember Shang-Chi, they showed some stuff in the Eternals, right? Just the covers alone are amazing. Um I don't know. Well, I think we're gonna see like another trailer pretty soon. I think that's what I heard. It was making the rounds on Twitter that we'll probably will see another trailer. I mean, it's coming in December, right?
Mm.
So obviously, we should get a trailer too by like November 1st or something, like around the first week of November. Um,
Honestly, if we don't get a trailer, I'm fine because just there's been so many leaks out already. Like I was just watching a TikTok video the other day, and this guy was talking about like just like the leaks. The leaks have just been like so heavy in like media right now. It's kind of like taking away from like other Marvel movies in a way. Because if you like look at it like Shang-Chi, like Black Widow, great movies, right? And then like right after we watch it, all right, it's back to No Way Home leaks again, right? That's just the big focus of the media. Um, and I get it because we're all waiting for confirmation of Toby and Andrew, right? But I don't know. I Spider-Man fans are like so they're kind of like Star Wars fans in a way. I don't know, just like it's just too much. I can live without another trailer.
Damn, I can't. I need a trailer. I need a trailer. Well, no matter what, people will be disappointed, and also I think people have this idea that Tom, I mean not Tom, Toby and Andrew will show up, right? And if it doesn't happen, I think people will hate the movie for it, unfortunately, right? But when you're introducing multiverse stuff, I'm pretty sure they're gonna show up. But like the realist, not like me buying homes, the realism in myself is saying that probably we're gonna get villains, but no Andrew or no Toby. I'm not sure because I don't know, but we'll see, right? We will see.
I'm prepared for the fact if we don't see them. I would really like to see them and see them done really well. But if even if they are in the movie, I feel like they're not gonna get a lot of screen time. Like I feel like it's gonna be like a final act thing, where they come in at the last second. Maybe like the villains like are just like too much, and then like uh, I don't know, Tom's Peter just needs help, and then he reaches out to other multiverses, right? Um, but I am prepared to like if they don't make it into a movie, I'm sure it's gonna be a great film. But I know your bitch ass probably wants Toby and Andrew so
I
bad.
do, and I heard this is gonna be like the end of it's like compared to Endgame, right, for Spider-Man. So it's like the end game of Spider-Man movies. I don't know what's that supposed to mean. I hope they don't do something where it's like where Ned somehow becomes Spider-Man. I don't like some bullshit like that. I hope it's like actually
Well, you still have the Spider Verse and the Miles Morales series out there, so they're still doing stuff, and Venom too.
well, but like as far as the MCU, I mean, yeah, Venom is gonna like it sucks that you're gonna end something and all of a sudden, oh, Venom never got the chance to play fucking poker with Peter or something like that, right? But it's like I hope that hopefully there's like a crossover event, right? A cool crossover
Hmm.
event with Venom and main Spider-Man, MCU Spider-Man, and maybe who knows, maybe we'll see like a Miles. I mean, we got that Easter egg thrown in there from Homecoming, right? So um, time will
Well,
tell.
well, with Disney, I feel like nothing ever ends, right? Just because they want to milk these characters down to the last cent. So who knows? I mean, look, we got Loki and WandaVision, right? So it's a possibility if they ever want to go back to Spider-Man. We could get maybe a TV show format. I think that would honestly be better.
That
Um,
they should have done that since the start. I would
I
have
would
loved
have
the
loved that.
Spider-Man
I
TV
would have
show.
like honestly, especially like I'm a big fan of like the Spectacular Spider-Man series.
Right?
I'm
Yeah.
so mad that they never got greenlit for another season for that, and then we got fucking the garbage Ultimate Spider-Man series. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, like you said, time will tell. We'll just have to wait and see. But moving on, what do you have for us?
Oh, actually, I wanted to mention Dylan's not a big fan of this. I am. I'm coming in blind. The new Cowboy Bebop official trailer
Oh
has
boy, I
just
got
been
some
released.
opinions.
Right, right. So let us know what you think,
uh
Dylan.
I know. We're gonna have a big episode based on this, but yeah, you know me. Cowboy Bebop is one of those animes where it's like it influenced so much of my taste in anime growing up. It was like one of the first ones I ever watched. I even met Steve Blum at Chicago Comic Con a couple years ago, and I got his picture with him. So it was really cool. He's a great guy. He does a lot of voice acting projects. Yeah, I watched the trailer. I was not too impressed with what I saw. I don't know. It just comes off way too cosplayish for me. And I know they got that Netflix money, but they putting out Hulu quality. Like, come on, what are you doing, Netflix? like I like the CGI animations with like the spaceships and like like seeing like the Bebop, like when it's like floating in the water and it's in space and stuff. But when they show like the characters and like the costumes and you know just like the interactions, and then like you said, like the weird hand thing with Faye. I don't know. See,
We have
now
a
you
lot of
just ruined
questions
that. You
about
just ruined that trailer for me.
that.
But I don't know. It doesn't feel like Bebop to me. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I know you're a newcomer to the series. You just started watching on Netflix. What'd you think about it?
I mean, it is a groundbreaking show. It has that, it's almost like it's funny that I was making a point. It's funny how I could compare things to other things that make no sense. But like, for example, the Halloween movie, right? It has like the flashbacks had a very filmic type of just fucking the way they did it, right? And like here, when you watch an old film like Akira or something like that, there's only a certain type of anime that feels very pardon my French, like girthy. I know that there was like a thing going on with yeah, just like it feels very something about it. It just feels a lot more like art, right? And it feels a lot more worn in, if that makes sense. And so when I'm watching this, I don't know. It feels weird. It feels like fucking like I have to drink like a glass of whiskey or something while watching
I
this. It's
I
very,
know you only watch. I know you only watched the first episode of the
yeah.
anime, but does it feel stylistically different to you?
The from the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, and but keep in mind too that this trailer is like very bombastic. But I'd say so. Yeah. I understand what you mean by cosplay. Because uh, what's his name? John Cho kind of seems like he doesn't fit into with his hair, but like, uh, other elements look okay. I think that they have a lot of pressure on themselves. I think the best route for filmmakers to take is especially sticking close to the source material and talking to the creatives behind that source material. So I don't know if they did that, but so far it does feel very different, right? And sometimes there are creative liberties that we just have to take into account. Whether it's something that we don't like, right? Like, for example, Batman Killing Joke, the animated film where like they had Batman sleep with Batgirl, and that was like really weird. Like, why, right?
Cringe.
Right. So it's like there's some things that may happen that hardcore Cowboy Bebop fans wouldn't be fans of. But
Mhm.
for the most part, I like the trailer and I like the show. Are they two different entities? Of course. Now, hopefully, I think Cowboy Bebop definitely is a vibe. You know what I mean? Like when you watch, it's definitely like just like you said, each episode, right, is inspired by jazz or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, will that? I mean, I think Cowboy Bebop, this show on Netflix, will be like 10 episodes. So I don't know how much lore they could cram in because the original Cowboy Bebop season one, I think, was like 26
It's real
episodes,
short.
right?
Yeah, only
Yeah,
like 26
and
or
then the
20,
movie,
and the movie. Yeah.
right? So if they keep that vibe in there, cool. Is it cosplay? Yes, maybe. But I think visual effects. I think they're hoping that visual effects will make up for it. Maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe yes. I don't know. But I'm excited. You're indifferent, I guess I would say, in lack of better words. But we'll see.
I will remain neutral from the best part until I see the whole show. But I mean, it's hard when you're a fan
I
because
understand.
you really want to like wring some necks. But like I said, I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll be a good sport and watch the whole series. But just from what I saw, wasn't too impressed. Same thing I'm feeling right now about Resident Evil, but that's a different story. But in speaking in the realm of anime, I just wanted to mention my Mob Psycho 100 season 3. I just watched the trailer for that. That looked fucking amazing to me. I'm really a big fan of that show. So for all you anime stands out there, I don't think they released a date, but from rumors I've heard, it might drop in April of next year. So just be on the lookout. Um, and then before we get on to big news, I just want to mention Boba Fett Under the Helmet documentary will be releasing on November 12th for Disney Plus Day. It's gonna be a short little like documentary, like what do they call like the gallery
Yeah.
series for
Right. Right.
Mandalorian,
Right.
just like going over like the history of like Boba Fett, like the character. I think Tamora Morrison's even gonna do like little interviews and stuff. But it looks interesting. I actually just bought at Barnes and Noble my new Mandalorian Boba Fett. I
Hey.
love this thing.
Looking clean.
It
Yeah.
was hiding like right behind like it was like I don't know what it was. Maybe it was like an anime Funko Pop, but this was like one of like I feel like Nathan Drake like after, like after I score big.
Right. Right. Congratulations on your new Funko Pop.
That's my baby. I would have fought anybody if they would have touched it. um but yeah, so in realistic news, I guess, kind of a tragic story, but I'm sure everybody's been hearing about the Alec Baldwin situation going on right now, where he was given a loaded prop gun and in the midst of shooting his new movie Rust, accidentally shot cinematographer Helena Hutchins. We extend our condolences to her family. But yeah, it's just a tragic story. Obviously, a lot going on right now, just with updates. But yeah, just I mean, you know, you just gotta be. There's things will happen, right? It just makes me think of like Brandon Lee from The Crow, all those years ago. What do you think of it, Akram?
Yeah, I remember. I think Brandon Lee's wife actually sent her condolences to her family. It's an investigation. I heard Alec Baldwin actually recently went with her husband and child to have breakfast, and he looked very sincere and very sorry. And also, the husband was saying that Alec is very supportive. And yeah, it's sad. It's a whole situation that, like, I don't know whose fault it was. It could be many things because, like truthfully, it could be the prop master or it could be like the armorer. I have to check. Blanks are still dangerous. Blanks you could like shoot. There was a video where like you could shoot a water bottle, right? And me that like I'm very into like the gun community, right? So I think he was using like a Western type of gun, either that or a semi-automatic. If he's using a semi-automatic, there could be one in a chamber. If he's using a Western gun, there could just only be one in a cylinder, right? Um, and I think they were live firing, which I never really heard of. I didn't know films actually use actual ammunition to like live fire, right?
They're
So
not
that's,
supposed to, from what I heard.
I don't know. So like, well, like they did it here, and so Alec, by accident, he did shoot the director as well, and then I think it just went
Mm.
past the director's shoulder. So very sad case. I think that in a way it's multiple people's faults, right? I think the director has to be in charge. I think that the armorer has to be in charge. I think the prop master has to be in charge, and everybody has to always make sure that it's clear, right? That there's nothing in the chamber. Um, and depending on the caliber too, it just depends on the weapon. Like, is it necessary to take certain precautions with certain weapons, right? Like a 22 or something like that. I mean, obviously you'll take precautions, but it's like, all in all, it's very tragic. This hasn't happened many times in films, except obviously with Brandon Lee. You would think that the industry would be more careful, right? It doesn't matter if it's like an indie film or whatever, what have you. You would think that people would be more careful. Very tragic, especially for Alec's conscience to have that, right? In his mind all the time. Yeah, our condolences go to her family for sure.
Yeah, it's very tragic. I was reading a little bit into it, and the weapons handler, Hannah Gutierrez, she apparently went on a podcast and admitted that she wasn't fully aware of what she was doing, and I'm just like, how did you how did you qualify? I don't know, but like you said, it could be multiple things, right? We don't know the full extent of the story. But that it's just a tricky situation. I'm sure Alex going through a lot of guilt right now, especially like just reaching out to his family. It's got to be fucking like intimidating. Just like I mean, at the end of the day, you are the person that pulled the trigger, right? So there's definitely a guilt probably weighing down on him. But I don't know. I mean, the investigation continues. There could be multiple people held responsible. I don't know, but it's Hollywood. Especially even in art, right? There's a certain weight, I guess, when you're creating art, especially if you're doing like performative art too. Makes me think of this one artist. I think his name was Chris Hansen, where he would do like these dangerous like performance art stuff with guns. I don't know if they were loaded guns, but he would do like these weird like performance art things. It really just like pushes the boundaries of what we create, right? But of course that was a controlled environment. This was there needs to be like some measure of I guess you could say checking, just make checking things that need to be checked, right? I mean, there's no reason why these firearms should be loaded. I mean, if you're going to use those kinds of like those weapons and firearms, I mean, you got to make sure um, that they're not loaded. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what continues. But yeah, we definitely extend our sorrows to her family.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
anything else you have for us today?
Oh yeah. Also, and lighter news. Masters of the Universe Revelations. They just dropped the trailer 7 hours ago. That looks pretty cool. I saw Revelations season one. Very serious take on the Masters of the Universe lore. I'm not a big fan of the Masters of the Universe, but this looks promising. Very epic. We see like Savage He-Man apparently here, like going full Hulk on Skeletor. So it looks really cool. You guys should check out season one. I think it's worth it. It's being actually most of it I think was made or like scripted by Kevin Smith. So Kevin Smith, hopefully he didn't cry while writing it because Kevin Smith always cries. But yeah, it was really fun to see this conclusion of a unique series, right? A unique take on the Master Universe, and also we get an official clip of Army of Thieves, starring Natalie Emmanuel. I thought that Army of the Dead was pretty cool. A unique take on zombies. Zack Snyder also unique perspective on just filming slow motion stuff, right? Because he's a big. I always have this gripe with Zack Snyder that he's very he makes good moments, but sometimes they don't really play out like after the moment, like after the slow motion. What happens? It kind of like doesn't. it's not
Mm-hmm.
cohesive, I would say. But
Yeah,
yeah, it looks really
I
cool.
agree.
Prequel, bank robbery here. I think this is like in the midst of the zombie, I'd say, invasion, kind of, because that's what kind of happened to Las Vegas in the Army of Dead movie. So, really cool stuff. Weird that it's a prequel, but cool that it is a part of the universe. So he's trying to build a universe on Netflix. We're going to see an animated series, apparently, or animated movie. We're also going to see a movie starring Dave Bautista, like, I guess, a prequel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Really cool stuff. We also have, well, Far Cry 6. I just played Far Cry 6. I passed it. So El Presidente está. He's basically sending. He's giving everyone hate mail, right? So go past the game. You don't want to get him mad. But no. On other news from that, we should be seeing some. I guess some DLC if anybody's a big fan of Far Cry 6. So we're going to see some DLC soon. The marketplace, go check it out. You could buy some stuff that is paid DLC, but now you could buy it for moneta in the black market if you just visit there at one of the campsites. You could find, I guess, the double O. That's a really good gun if anybody's a big fan of Far Cry 6. Get the double O. Really powerful compared to the Desert Eagle, and it has a silencer built in. Inspired by the Bulgarian Makarov, obviously the Russian version where it is built-in silencer. So really cool stuff. Also, Dylan and me, we just did a review on Dune, and you guys should check it out. And
Yes.
it's been announced that Dune 2 has been greenlit, right?
Woo!
Thankfully,
Here
yes.
is the mind killer.
Definitely. I'm so happy about this. I was worried for Danae, and gladly, I don't think he really had to lobby for a sequel. I think everybody loved the film. I think it hit all marks, as we talked about last time, and I'm so glad. It should be coming around actually in 2023. Surprisingly closer than I thought. What is your takes on that?
Yeah, I totally agree. I had a good feeling they were gonna get greenlit. Because it did so well internationally and domestically. I loved it. People I know who didn't read the books loved it. It's just so interesting. It's like a new franchise that they're trying to make work, and it just works so well. I think people are just, like you said, they're always looking for the next big franchise, right? I think people are just kind of like tired of like Star Wars and Marvel and
Right.
DC like being the main provider of entertainment these days. But yeah, I love the movie. I'm so glad they got prepared for a part 2. And there's a lot of books too, and I actually just bought the book at Barnes and
Oh,
Noble
really? Oh,
with
cool.
my
Okay.
Boba Fett funk.
There you go. Shout out to
So-
Barnes and Nobles. Hey.
Give us a sponsorship, but
Hey.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna read more of the lore just because it's really fascinating. I want to get into it more, and I feel like this movie really made people want to go out and want to get into the lore, right?
I do too. Yeah.
Kind of like
yeah.
kind of like how like a Lord of the Rings trilogy made everybody just like it sold so many copies right after the Peter Jackson's movies came out. So yeah, congrats to Danae. I'm really excited to see part 2. I hope it doesn't. I hope the quality's still there, but
Yeah,
I
right.
don't doubt it. But yeah, awesome. Anything else for today?
That's it for me, guys. I enjoyed speaking with you, Dylan.
Me too, Akram. Thank you guys for listening to our news coverage today. We hope you enjoyed this discussion. If you want to hear more like this, please give us a follow. For this episode, a like, a share, anything that takes 2 seconds to do, we greatly appreciate. And we got a lot of more great coverage for you for this weekend. We have a Halloween special episode coming up, so a lot of great things to talk about. And then next month, a lot of great content coming.
Oh, boy.
November 12th is Disney Investors Day, or no, Disney Plus Day. I'm sorry.
Right.
Always get those two mixed up. But yeah, so we're definitely gonna cover that. And then yeah, a lot of great movies and shows coming out. So we will definitely give you guys more content. But until next time, guys, thank you for having lunch with us.
See you guys.